Good morning, everyone. It is Brenda here for Stamplicity and for Fun Fridays. All right, so today we are going to explore the mini wax seals from Spellbinders. These are super, super cute. So thanks for joining me this morning on Good Friday. Happy Easter weekend to all of you. And thank you to everyone that is watching on the replay. All right, so hopefully my sound is okay. And if you're watching, let me know. We were having some issues on our last live, but I think I figured this out. So hopefully we are all good. All right, um, so I thought I would just take it to basics first, and kind of show you wax seals in general. I want to do a regular wax seal based on, the ones that are out on the market, the regular ones, and then I wanted to compare them to the smaller ones. So you see the difference between the sizing. These are just super cute. I have a couple of card fronts here that we're going to attach these to. So let's get going. All right, awesome. Sound is good. Yay. All right. So wax seals. I mean, this has kind of been out on the market for a couple years now, and they're just super fun to create. I find it very relaxing to make wax seals, and when I start doing them, I usually do a bunch of them so that I always have them in my stash. All right. So a couple of companies that do wax seals are Spellbinders, obviously. Um, and Honeybee also does them as well. Studio Light does them as well. And you can find them all on our website as well. So this is going to be a regular one. This is the sunflower one. I just pulled it from my stash. I also have an oval one. I want to do both of those just to kind of show you how those are done. And then we'll move to the small mini ones, which are just super cute. Now, I haven't tried these yet. So this will be a new experience for me. I've seen them done, but I haven't done them myself. So it's going to be, it should be fun. All right. So I do have a silicone mat here. If you get a starter kit with from Spellbinders with the wax seals, you'll get a silicone mat. This one is from Honeybee. All right, I like the little wells here, so I can kind of get myself organized with wax pellets, or I can use these to actually have perfectly shaped round wax seals. All right, but that's the one I'm going to be using. I have a little tea light. Now let's talk about tea lights. When you get your candles for these, go to the dollar store, get them. Go to Walmart and get um the cheap brand. Don't get the long lasting because they will be too high. All right. These are very skinny, maybe not even a half an inch tall. But you want to get the cheap ones because if you get the taller ones, the flame's going to be too high and then you're going to have wax burning and it's just be a mess. So get the cheap brands. All right. So normally I just go to Walmart and get their like 100 pack of the extra value ones. Those are the ones I use. All right. So I'm going to light my candle here. It's funny because I had to search for I usually have one of these in my wax kit, and it wasn't there. So I had to go searching this morning for one of these. So the barbecue had one, so I got the barbecue one, and had to make sure I put that back. Otherwise, when we go to light the barbecue, we're gonna be in trouble. All right, so I've lit my candle. I'm gonna put my little furnace on top. This is the furnace. All right, this is what is going to warm up our wax. All right, so that's on there. And then I have my spoon. Now, obviously, I did not clean my spoon the last time I did wax seals because I have black in there. So I'm going to just warm that up, melt that up, and I'm going to clean that out. All right. So while that is doing its thing, I'm going to go ahead and pick some waxes. So like I said, I have a sunflower one here, and then I have a fern one. So I'm going to pick some lovely colors there. So let me just get my wax pellets here. And what should we do for this sunflower? Actually, you know what? I think let's do it in a gold. I think some of my colors are at the store. So we're going to do antique gold for the sunflower. And then I will do fern for the fern, because that makes sense, right? All right, so I'm just gonna get them ready. Looks like my black is just about melted there, so I can wipe that out. And when I wipe it out, I just do it with a paper towel. You have to be careful. This brass is hot, all right? I'm not gonna lie. No, it needs to be melted just a little bit more. It's hot, so you really want to make sure that you do not burn yourself, all right? So I'm just gonna use a paper towel to clean that out in a second, all right? I think I might be good here. away. Okay, we are good to go now. We have a nice clean spoon. All right, so I'm going to put that back on the furnace. And let's go ahead and I'm going to take my pellets for the sunflower one. So we're going to make a regular size wax seal just to give you kind of a reference point when we do the mini ones. All right. So normally one wax seal will take normally, if you're starting out 4 pellets, all right, so I've got 4 wax pellets in here. And then, but if you're making multiple ones, the next time I do one, I would probably put 4 more in there. And then because you're going to have a little bit of that wax residue still left, maybe by the third one, you would only need to add 3 pellets if you're doing multiple ones. All right, so I got 4 pellets in there. And I'm going to move this to the side. Actually, I'm going to move this to the side here. All right, as that is warming up. All right, so while that's warming up, let's talk about the little mini ones. All right, now these are mini 3D ones. That means there's going to have lots of dimension on these. The one that I'm going to be showing you today is as a regular size, as well as the oval one. I think the oval one might be 3D, but the sunflower is just a regular 2D. All right, so you're going to see the difference in dimensions on these. So there are 4 new ones from Spellbinders for the mini 3D wax seal stamps. There's this lovely puffy heart, which is super cute. And then the mini floral. All right, I'm going to hold that up a little bit closer. Look how cute that is. And then my personal favorite is this butterfly. I cannot wait to use this one. And then this one is super sweet as well. The little bow. All right. And then when I go ahead and attach them onto some card bases, I'm actually using the brand new Field Notes collection. So this, I'm just waiting. I'm making time as this melts here. So I'm using the Field Notes twine on one of them, and this is a really cool die. I'm going to be showing you how to use that with the wax seal. And then I also put one of these together, which is the wildflowers. It's this one kind of like hydrangea bloom. I put that on a little card base here. All right, so a little card panel here, and we're going to use the wax seals on there. So I have that already prepped, so we won't be super long this morning. Okay, so this looks like it's almost melted. So I'm just going to use one of my craft picks here just to make sure, give it a little stir, just to make sure it's all the way melted. All right, this antique gold is really, really pretty. Okay, so once that is melted, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spoon and I'm just going to pour that right onto my silicone mat. Okay, and then I'm going to take my wax seal and I'm just going to place that right in there. Now I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I like to have it all even. All right, so you can see that, I don't know if you can see that, but there is a little rim on the outside of the wax, and you're going to leave this wax seal stamp in there for at least, 15-20 seconds. You want that wax to cool down. So that the impression is put in there and that you're not going to pull it too soon, and there's still melted wax in the center, because then it's just not going to cure properly. All right, now whatever residue I have in here, now if I was making multiples, I could put more wax in here and melt, but if I'm not using this color again, I never let this wax go to waste. And what I do is I actually make my own little pearls. All right, so I will just start dripping this, and now I have custom made pearls that are going to match that wax seal nicely. So I just do that until the wax won't pour no more. Usually you can get like at least 5 or 6. It looks like I got a good bunch here. All right, so I can't get no more, so I've used a lot of that excess wax. Now there's still a little bit in there, but I'm going to wipe that with a spoon, get that cleaned out, and I'm going to let those dry. And now we have perfect little pearls. All right, I'm going to put the green on for the fern now. And this is going to be an oval one. I know a lot of people struggle with the oval one to get it, a nice oval shape. And I'm going to show you, hopefully show you how to do that. All right, so this has been sitting here for a good chunk of time now. All right, so I can pull that off. And I am going to now just lift it off the silicone mat. I'm afraid my tweezers are so sharp that I'm afraid that I will puncture it. All right, so I'm going to bring that up to the camera, and look how pretty that is. All right, there is the regular wax seal. All right, so that's the normal size. All right, and then I've got these lovely little pearls, And normally I have a little divided tray of them, but I think it's at the store. But I will make sure that um, I will put these away. But now I have all these little pearls. Let's see if I can pick one up. All right. And they're flat back. All right. But now they are custom and they'll match these lovely. All right. So I'm just going to put these in a little well here just to keep them safe and out of my way. All right. So that is a regular size wax seal. Super easy. I just love it. All right. I have something stuck in. All right. All right. This is not all the way melted. So some of the waxes, and you'll notice that this one's got a nice metallic sheen to it. Hopefully the camera is picking that up. You can see the metallic sheen. The one that I'm using here, the fern color, is more opaque. All right. So you're not going to have that metallic sheen. It's more opaque. All right. So that is just about ready to go. All right, so when you're doing an oval one, instead of just dispensing the wax and just do a straight pour so it forms a circle, you're kind of going to go in kind of an oval shape. All right, so I'll show you what I'm going to do. Um, so I start pouring, but I kind of do it in an oblong shape here. So I'm getting more of an oval shape rather than a circle. All right. So you just want to kind of pour in a kind of a direction of and make it a shape of an oval. It's not going to be perfect, but and then you're just going to stick that in. All right. So I'm going to let that set up. Again, I have some excess wax here and I can make little pearls. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to get into the little mini ones, and then we'll show you the difference between the size. I think I'm only going to get 5 out of this one. Last little one is always so slow coming out. All right, good morning, everyone. Oops, I see lots of people on this morning. Good morning. Happy Easter weekend. It's lovely outside. I was out and about this morning. It is lovely out there. Okay, cleaned out my spoon. I'm gonna go ahead and put some wax in there now. So on my, I think this one here, what do I want? I think I'm gonna do a pink little heart for this one. So I'm gonna get, now these ones you will not need as many. So for the mini ones, I'm going to say probably 3 to start with. Probably 2 would be more than enough. All right. But again, I have not made them, so we're going to find out. So I'm going to put 3 of these little magenta ones in there, and that's going to be for this card here. All right. So we're going to get that started. And then I think I can pull this off now. All right. Ooh, I love this one. I love ferns. So this is beautiful. All right. So that is the oval. So I'm going to bring that up to the camera. It's so pretty. There we go. All right. So you can kind of see the sizing. So these are probably almost 1 1/4 inch wide. All right. Just so give you an idea in terms of sizing. All right. All right. Let's get our little pearls. Okay. So we're going to do the heart on this one. So let's get this one. It's called Puffy Heart. And they look a little bit different from the regular wax seals. So these ones have a brass kind of circular disc on them. These ones just look like a little peg, all right? But you can kind of see, look at the difference on these ones. I'm thinking 3 pellets is too much. It's going to be 2 pellets you will need, all right? So there we go. All right. Okay, here we go. This is just about ready. Give it a little stir, make sure everything is melted up well. Okay, I am just going to pour a little circle, maybe the size, just a little bit less than a dime, the size of a dime. All right, so obviously I think 2 pellets would be enough. And then I'm gonna stick this in. Oh, look how cute they are. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cute. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna do the flower in this one too, because I know I have enough wax there. So let's do the flower. I love the color of the handles, just saying. All right, so let's do this. Kind of the size of a dime. And then this is the flower. All right, and the rest I'm going to do little pearls. Ooh, that's okay. So when your pearls don't work out, I'm not sure if you can see that with the shadowing there. I let that set, and then I go ahead and just stick it back in the little spoon and remelt it. All right, so I'm just going to let that cool, and I am just going to stick that back in, and then I'll do pearls again. Doo-doo. Yes, Kim, you are going to want these. They're just super cute. They're tiny size. They're just okay, let's see if I can take this off. I'm going to throw that back in the spoon and we'll do some pearls. Doo-doo. I don't know. They're super cute. I don't know. I like the sizing of them. Sometimes I find that the regular wax seals sometimes can be a little bit big for a card. It depends on what you have on your card. I think these ones are going to be just super cute. Okay, this is all melted. So let me just get my pearls and then we'll do the big reveal. And one more. Okay, let me wipe this off. And I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do red for the butterfly, because that's gonna go on a little journal card, which is super cute. And I think I want that pop of color. So um, I'm gonna do 3 again, and then I'll do the bow in the red as well, so you can kind of see them. So 3. All right, get them melted. All right, here's a big reveal, guys. So let's do this. Oh, there's the heart. Oh, that's super cute. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. Nice dimension on there. So there is that. So just putting it beside the other one, you can kind of see the difference. And oh, the flower. Oh, you can really see the dimension on this one, the 3D on this one. All right, so take a look. You can really see the 3-dimensional on that. Love it. All right, so there are the mini ones. All right, these are just about done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, while that's still melting, let's get our little card base here. And I was going to use the heart. I think, where do I want it? Okay, so usually to attach our little wax seals, we would use the adhesive wax seal stickers. All right, so these are double-sided. You would stick this on the back of your wax seal and then peel off the backing and then stick it on your project. However, these are much too big. So I'm waiting for Spellbinders to come out with smaller ones of these. But for the time being, I am just going to use, do I have a glue dot here? Do I? What do I got here? Yes, I do. All right. So I'm just going to use a glue dot. So come on, little guy. I might use 2 because these are super small. So I'm just going to peel a glue dot on there. And I'm going to do 2. Okay. And let's put this right over here. All right. So that's stuck on there. And now I can go ahead and add a few of those lovely little pearls. So I'm going to do a little cluster of 3 here. The one I want is stuck to the side of my silicone here. There we go. It's being stubborn. There we go. And you know what? I think I'm gonna do maybe a couple over here. Okay. All right, so there is our little mini heart. This is not a full A2 panel. It is just slightly smaller, but you can see that is very dainty. It's very cute, and really works well on card fronts. All right, so there's that one. All right, let's go ahead and pour this one. Let's get my seals ready. So we're gonna do the butterfly and we're gonna do the mini bow. Okay, we are good to go. These little guys screw off as well, just like the main ones, just so that you know that, all right? So, all right, so let's do a little pour. All right, so this is going to be the bow. I think I might need a little bit more. Yeah, that wasn't enough wax. So I'm going to pour this one just a little bit more. Size of a dime, and this is the butterfly. Ooh, that one I got an air bubble in, but that's okay. The little dots would be cute as flower centers. Yes, Kelly, I've used them before as flower centers as well. Um, just because when you do that, you will have an excess of them. As you can see, like just from the few that I've done, I have that. So it's perfect for flower centers as well. So, um, okay, so we're going to do little, you know what? I probably have enough here to do one more. So I'm just going to pour this and let's do a heart on this one. Only because I have them all here. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna blow up my candle. I'm gonna clean this. I kind of made her pearls with that, but I don't know how much was in there because I used it for that last seal. Okay, gonna let that cool off, and now let's go ahead. So this was my first one, which I knew I didn't have enough wax down, all right? So I did not get that nice little rim, but it will show you the detail of the bow. So let me just pick that up, all right? So you can kind of see really great three-dimensional on there. All right, so that's that. So that one, not so, I didn't get the nice rim on there. This one here is the butterfly, and that one is beautiful. That one I love. And this one is going to go on my little journal card, which I'll show you in a second, but let's show you that done. Look at that butterfly, super cute. Oh my gosh, just adorable. And that one's ready. There's the heart again in red, which I think is just lovely in the red as well. So I'll bring that up to the camera so you can see that. There we go. All right. So let's take this little butterfly now and attach it on my little journal card. All right. So I made this little card front based on the front of the Field Notes twine die. All right, so this die here is just a twine die, but basically I just took some craft paper and layered it so I made it look like a little folded journal. All right, so that's all I've done. I've inked the edges, and then I cut the twine out of just brown cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive. They made it so that it would fit, I think it will fit across. No, it's only for something that it will fit across an A2 card as a portrait style, all right? So they have these little tabs on either end, and that's where I'm going to put the adhesive. Now I'm going to use my tape runner. I have the extra strong tape runner in here, so it's going to hold. So then I'm going to kind of place where the knot would be kind of over top of where that the two pieces meet. And then I'm just going to flip the little tabs to the back side. All right, and now it just looks like it is a twine wrapped around there. How cute is that? It looks realistic, guys. All right, then we're gonna go and then attach our little bow. So there's two loops, so I'm just gonna put some glue, and let's stick our first loop down, second loop down, and they just kind of like pile on top of each other, which is awesome. Then we have the little tails, and they all have that circular there, so you just lie them on top of one another. Makes it very easy to do. All right, and then it will have the knot as well. All right, so this little piece would normally go right on top to do the little knot. All right, but we are going to use our wax seal right on top. All right, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use my glue dots again. And I'm going to put a few glue dots because if you had the really large glue dots, one would be sufficient, but I think these are the small ones, so I'm going to put 3 on there just to hold it down. And then let's stick our little butterfly right over top of that mess of the middle of the bow there. And look how cute that is. A cute little sentiment on there. Place it on a card front and you are set to go. All right, so that is the mini wax seals. Super, super cute. And they're 3-dimensional too, so you're really going to get a beautiful image with those. I'll take pictures of these once I put sentiments on there and on card bases, and I'll post them on our Facebook page. But that is it for today, guys, for Fun Friday, the little mini wax seals. They are on our website now, so I see some of you want them, so go ahead. Go ahead, guys. They're on there. It should be under new arrivals. If not, they should be under wax seals. All right. So that's it for me, everyone. Have your wonderful weekend. Enjoy family, friends, and the Easter Bunny. And hopefully you get lots of chocolate as well. Happy Easter, everyone. And thanks for joining us. Bye.